can get 25% off almost any game on the Quest store, $30 credit back if you're buying into Meta for the first time getting your headset. You can actually get credit if your friends buy games, if your friends buy a headset, and of course there's tons of free games on the Quest store. We got a lot to cover. First thing real quick, if you're just here because you want to save some money on some games, I will leave links in the description and in the top pinned comments to some of the most common games on the Quest store. If you click on that, it's just going to get you 25% off that game and you can buy it. Now, this works through a referral system that has been on MetaQuest for quite a while now, where if you have games that you like, you can refer them to your friends. They not only save 25%, but it gives you $5 back. For me personally, I'm already maxed out on the allowances of credits you're allowed to get from this program, so it'd be better if you do really want to save on games. Instead of using those links that I have down below, you could join the Discord. We have a whole section where you can drop whatever game you want, and then someone can respond back with a code pretty quickly so that you can save money on it, and so they can get the credit since I can't get any more. So for those of you totally new to this, let's talk about how you can actually make these referrals if you want to start getting some extra credit for yourself and help your friends save money on games. First thing you want to do is open up your phone, go into the MetaQuest app. There's a menu to click on at the bottom right, navigate down to My Library. From there, you're going to click on the 3 dots down below, choose to send referral link. From here, you can copy that referral link or you can hit share to send it directly to someone. Now, this is where things get a little complicated. So if your friend gets the referral link and they click on it and they accept it, they've now locked in that 25% off on the game. Once they've locked this in, it'll show in your app that they've locked in that discount, but that doesn't mean you're getting the $5 yet. If they wait a month to buy that game, they're still going to save the money, but your waiting period on the credit won't start until they actually buy the game. So a lot of times you'll put these links out and people will click them for later to get that 25% off, and it'll look like you have a whole bunch of credit rolling in. You may not unless they're actually buying them. Once they buy, they have the 15-day waiting period because they could return the game, but after those 15 days are up, a redeem button shows up, you hit redeem, and it puts $5 in your Oculus balance. It's a really cool system they've had. I actually asked one of the Meta people when we were at Connect, because the system does get abused sometimes. Is there any chance they're taking it away? And they said they want people playing games, they want people saving money on games and playing more games, so they said they didn't see any chance of pulling the system anytime soon. That doesn't mean they're not going to regulate a little bit better the people that are just reviewing games by putting codes in there. That would be as easy as just blocking URLs, but that's a whole nother story. There are some restrictions to talk about. This works on any game on the Quest store as long as it's over $10. So $9.99, you can't save that. Probably giving somebody $5 back on a $10 game would mean they didn't really make much for the developer, so it's got to be over $10. And the most you can rack up in a year is $599. A lot of people are probably going to reach that limit, but the cool thing is if you actually do reach that limit and people continue buying, those will stay in there until the next calendar year. So January, then actually you can go in and just redeem and have a whole bunch of credit waiting for you. Alongside game referrals, there's a headset referral system. This one, I will admit, I've done less because it gets a little bit more complicated and it doesn't always work like you'd like it to. But basically, if you have a friend who doesn't have a Quest yet, doesn't have a Meta account yet, you can refer them with a link to buy a headset. They don't have to buy the headset from Meta. This actually goes in when they activate it the first time. That's how this credit rolls back. And after that headset is activated, it's supposed to show up within 7 days. You'll get a $30 credit for them buying it, and they'll get a $30 credit that they can then use to buy themselves some more games. Now, the reason I don't always recommend this system as much, or I don't even use it as much, is because people seem to have a lot of problems with it. They either didn't click the link before they activated the headset, or they already had a Meta account, and so it doesn't technically apply to them. There's tons of forums talking about the issues people have had with this side of the system, and also this $30 goes into the same bucket as the game credit. So if someone's already maxed out at $599, you're not going to get anything if your friend buys a headset because that $30 is in the same bucket. The one thing people have echoed a lot in forums and everywhere else talking about this is if you contact Meta support, they are really good about getting you that credit back if you did follow the proper steps. So if you try this one and if you have problems, contact Meta and try to get that $30 back for both of you. So that's several ways to save money. Not only can you save money on most of the new games that you're buying, people who are getting new headsets for the first time can get some credit to buy games, but you can also make money by referring games and headsets. Just do it the right way. Leaving reviews on games with your link, I personally think is annoying. I'm sure some people have made a lot of store credit doing it that way, but this is better if you know people that are trying to get games, if there's forums that you frequent where people are looking for these, or like I said earlier, join the Discord, use that referral section, because with all these people buying new headsets, there's going to be plenty of people in there trying to get new games. If you've got the headset and you're just looking to play games without paying a whole lot, there's so many free games on the Quest 3 right now. All the games from the Quest 2, I'll leave the video up here for you to check out. Over 200 free games that currently work. Thank you for coming out. I hope this video helped you out, and I will see you in another reality.